you, we're actually going live. And we're going live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and on the websites, and all that. If I come on screen, take that off full screen, hide that, take that off full screen, so you can actually see me. And that way around. This is Switchboard Live, and as you can see, it's actually automatically going live on 9 different destinations without my moving. And this is the auto start feature of Switchboard, which makes a lot of things possible. I'm going to talk about all of them during the next 60 minutes and take your questions about simulcasting, multicasting, whatever you want to call, going live to more than one place at one time. And I'm working today from the BeLive studio, and Switchboard is simply doing its stuff and taking me live on all the destinations you can see on screen. So to recap, I'll go to the page. We're going live on my website. We're going live on 2 Facebook pages. We're going live on OneStream and their web browser. We're going live on my YouTube channel. We're going live on Periscope. We're live on Twitch. We're live on my Facebook page. And we're live on VI Loud. So all of this is designed to increase your reach. I mean, at the end of the day, the more places you can actually broadcast to, the better. And I just want to take a moment whilst that continues setting itself up to say hello and welcome to this fascinating arena. I mean, if we go back 5 years, let's go back 6 years. 6 years ago, we were on Blab, and it was self-contained. We could go live. Friends could watch and comment. We could have 4 people on screen, but that was it. That was it. And then along came BeLive in October 2016 and said, you can have 2 people on screen going live to Facebook. And that's where it all began. Because now from BeLive, we can go live to Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn all at the same time. But we can take that one stage further by using something like Switchboard.Live, which enables us to broadcast to different destinations all at once. So let's go back to picture in picture. And it is going live on all those places automatically. Fingers crossed, you should be able to watch me live in any of those places. Now, the way that Switchboard is structured is that you have workflows, and this is one such workflow. And within the workflow, you have groups. Now, the group at the top is the one that we're going live on at the moment. And I can see that as I scroll down, and this may or may not work. Okay, I have borrowed some pages from people. And using Switchboard Live, I can go live on somebody else's social media site. So I sense that Corinda is here. So if I press that button or that button, okay, I will go live on Corinda's YouTube channel. And thank you, Corinda, for loaning me. So I'm just pressing, it's going to go live there. And my Monday co-host is Nick, and we can go live on Nick's site by pressing that button. Okay, and then we'll take a few seconds to percolate, to get ready, but we'll actually be live on those 2 places as well. So I can go live on up to 30 different destinations, and don't need just to be my destinations. And say hello to Maria. And Maria is saying, I'm here. You can go live on my YouTube channel if you like. Okay, Maria, can't do it live, but thank you for the offer. That's brilliant. I shall send you an invitation after this broadcast, possibly tomorrow on Wednesday. And we can try it out. So thank you very kindly for your offer. And that's the way it works. Basically, short discussion about sharing assets, and from that I will send a link to Maria, a request to actually be able to go live on her YouTube channel. Maria will reply, and as soon as Maria replies, I can go live on her YouTube channel. I don't need to log into the YouTube channel. Maria has given permission to broadcast to it. Now, as far as giving permission to people is concerned, I don't misuse it. In other words, I've got 6 broadcasts a week. I wouldn't put 6 broadcasts on the channel. But what I will do is put 1 broadcast per week on the channel. And the invitation's open from me. If you want to go live on my YouTube channel, just send me a request, and over to Maria again. And Maria is saying, I'm excited about what you're doing. Happy to assist. Brilliant. It is, I mean, we live in the most amazing times, and Switchboard Live is making so many wonderful things possible. And it is so simple. So I'll take the point now. You can actually go live on other people's websites. You can go live on other people's social media channels, and all you need to do is reach an agreement. If it's a Facebook account, you don't need the Facebook login details. If it's a YouTube account, you don't need the YouTube credentials. If it's Twitter, you don't need Twitter credentials. I have permission to go live on Brigitte's Twitter channel. So hopefully that will start in a moment, and hopefully everything that I'm showing you now has come to pass, and we are actually live in those places. I may have hit a glitch. Well, I'm live, so those are places I'm live. But you can share other people's channels, and this is very powerful because you are indefinitely reaching a brand new audience, because it's not your channel, it's somebody else's channel. They've entrusted it to you. You take good care of it, and you can go live on their channel. Let's just scroll down a moment and thing about this is it locks up a little bit. So we'll try again with Brigitte and try to go live on Brigitte's Twitter and go live on Nick's YouTube. It's not actually playing. I may have to refresh in a moment. But if I want to go live on friends channels, I ask politely, permission is given, and then I can just go live. Wherever you're watching me from at the moment, thank you. Now, all the information that I'm talking about today is actually in a blog post. So let's go over Zorimba Live. I can share screen, and hopefully that'll come up, and I can share the blog post which this broadcast is based on. So I'll come back and I'll bring the blog post on screen, and I'll hide that screen. I'll hide that image. And the first thing I'm going to do is bring this on screen. This should actually give you a link to the blog post. And right, okay, so there is the link to the blog post and a new feature in BeLive. And that link is actually showing automatically on the screen. That's a surprise. That's good. So if you click that link, that will take you directly to the blog post. And another enhancement from BeLive, which took me by surprise. Thank you, BeLive. Okay, so let's hide that for the moment and bring up this. And I'm going to go picture in picture. And this is the blog post on which this video presentation is actually based. Now, I wrote this blog post this morning, and whenever I go live now on a Tuesday, whether it's in the BeLivers group on the 1st and 3rd Tuesday of the month or on my own pages, I always write a blog post first, because that refines my thoughts for the broadcast itself, and it gives a permanent record of what I'm talking about. So I've changed the title. It said, how can I reach more viewers? And I put that to, how can I increase my live video audience? So this blog post has been through several different, it's been changed quite a bit since it was first published. It was only published this morning. Now, the first thing to point out is that whenever I talk about something, I've actually used it. So this is a hands-on review of Switchboard Live. I'm not talking about something that I've seen. I'm talking about something that I use. And I realized today that I actually run 6 out of 7 shows through Switchboard Live. The one I don't do is the one with Fonz, which goes to Mixcloud. But the majority of the shows actually go through. Now, at the top of the blog post is a review, 10-minute review of the features of Switchboard Live, and you can play that video. Underneath, I've scored it. I'm going to say the scores are good because the product is good. I've given 10 out of 10 for ease of use. It is very simple to operate. If you go with the structure of workflow, groups, and destinations, it's so simple and straightforward. User interface, as we've seen, is clean and very understandable. It's not, if I bring that up on screen so you can see that as well, I'll put it full screen. The user interface is simple and straightforward, and it all takes place on the one page. You can add a workflow, you can add a group, and then within that group, you can actually put together the destinations that you're going to broadcast to. Now, I can broadcast to 30 different destinations at the same time if I wish, and I sometimes do, but not too often. What I try to do is keep it reasonable. So today, as I said, I'm going to 9 different destinations, and you've seen the screen is 20 seconds. Screen top left is 20 seconds behind, which we would expect, because this signal has got to be processed. It's sent from BeLive to Switchboard via RTMP, real-time messaging protocol, which transfers the video and the sound and the data. And the signal is sent to Switchboard, and then Switchboard receive it on the left-hand side, so you can see me on the screen. I'll disappear in a moment when it goes full screen. But on the left-hand side is the in, on the right-hand side is the out. On the left-hand side, you've got 2 pieces of information. You've got the stream URL, which is set by Switchboard, which I copied into my BeLive Studio. And you've got the stream key. Again, that's set by Switchboard, and I copied that into BeLive. By doing that on the RTMP settings in BeLive, that's all I need to do. 2 pieces of information, and I'm actually live on the Switchboard site, and then it's streamed out from there to as many destinations as I want, up to 30 in actual fact. The blog post says unlimited, but 30 is a practical limit. Now, if we go back to the blog post, and I'll hide that and bring myself back so that you can actually see me, hopefully. This is live, things can go wrong. So if I take that off full screen and go picture in picture again, probably that way around. Okay, so we're back and we're live again. If you've got any questions about simulcasting or multicasting, then please do ask. So 10 out of 10 for ease of use. It's so simple and straightforward to do. How I made a 10-minute video about it, I don't know. You could actually do it in half the time. User interface is clean and easy to use. So user interface gets 10. Reliability, I've been using this system now for 3 months, and I've never had a problem with it at all. I send the signal in, it sends the signal out, and it does what it's supposed to do, and it does it reliably. Low latency. Now, this particular part is important. And it's important because the latency is the delay between the signal being sent out from Switchboard to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. And that's got to be at a good speed without any problems whatsoever. And in that regard, then Switchboard definitely scores, because there is low latency and the signal is received very, very quickly indeed. I'm going to go back to me. And finally, I'm looking forward to when Switchboard release their own HTML5 player for the web, because I bought the AppSumo deal, and they have promised us this year that there will be an HTML5 player. Now, the main features of Switchboard are, first of all, unlimited destinations, but in blocks of 30. So you can go to 30 sites. That's basically set because you don't want any degradation in performance. And if you're going to 30 sites, then it's not too heavy a load for Switchboard to bear. And just coming back a minute, if we go back, I just want to make this point. If I bring this on screen, I'm going to bring this on screen. Okay. This is important, and it is one of the practical things insofar as BeLive on my behalf are sending one signal to Switchboard. So the power needed by my computer is just for one signal. It's not for the 30 signals that Switchboard are doing. They handle all the processing. I'm going live today in 9 different destinations, but it's only sending out one signal from my computer, which means that you do not need to have a ninja computer to actually multi-stream or simulcast, whichever term you want to use. All you need to do is have a good PC or Mac, and you can use multicasting via Switchboard and then send out the one signal. Okay, so let's hide that again and come back to me, picture in picture. Okay, and again, if you've got questions, then please do ask. So Switchboard up to 30 destinations, I'd say, is practical. And there's a bit about Switchboard and how does it work. I've given you a step-by-step guide to how it works and what you need to do. Now, this is the one that Maria and I were just talking about, and that's to stream share with your friends. So in other words, instead of just going to your own social media, you can actually go out and stream to friends' sites. Now, this is so powerful, so incredible. And basically, it would be a quid pro quo situation that if somebody says, yes, I can go live on theirs, then they most certainly can come live on my social media sites, my YouTube, my Twitter, my Twitch, and my YouTube and Facebook. Now, the next bit is rather magical. If I hide the blog for a moment and bring back this, Switchboard's got one signal going in and it's got 9 signals at the moment going out. If I scroll up to the top, attempt to scroll up to the top is probably nearer the mark. Those 9 signals are going out, but I didn't do anything. Switchboard allows you to go auto connect. So in other words, as soon as I go live to Switchboard, without my doing anything else, those 9 destinations go live automatically. I don't need to do anything to go live on Switchboard. I can set it up so that it can go live to all these separate sites, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, websites, without my doing anything. And over to the comments again, a question from Maria. I am doing all of this from BeLive, yes. Yeah. If you join or you're a member of the BeLive closed focus group, then you can get access to something which is being beta tested, and I'm one of the beta testers, and that's the RTMP facility. I've written a blog post which is in the closed focus group, And if you read that blog post and watch the video there, it will tell you a bit more. Okay. And Maria's saying she loves it, and that came in automatically. Thank you, Maria. If you're in the BeLive Close Focus group, then you can get access to RTMP. I put instructions in there as to how you use it, and it is simple and straightforward. Video is about 5 minutes, so you'll know within 5 minutes of watching the video exactly how to set it up so that you can go live from BeLive to your website. So you can go live from BeLive using Switchboard.Live to multiple destinations all at the same time. And if we go back and go to the screen share again, you'll notice that what I've done here is that I'm going live because I'm testing things. I like testing things. I'm going live to caster.io, which is on my WebTalks Live website. And if you're watching on webtalkslive.net, you can see me there. I'm going live to VI Loud, and the VI Loud HTML5 web player is going live on my websites. That's livevideotraining.net, and that's the same link as the one I just gave you for the blog. And I'm also going live on OneStream, and OneStream also have a browser which is embedded into several pages on the website. And so I'm going to 2 Facebooks, 3 websites, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, all at the same time, all through Switchboard Live. And the fact that I'm going to have to swap again. The fact that it can go live automatically, picture in picture again, the fact it can go live automatically is a boon, because I sat at the desk here, I just went live on BeLive, it went live on all the places that I asked it to, and it did it without my touching a thing. That cuts down on admin, it means I can go live, I can, as Ali Mura of repurpose.io says, you can set it and forget it. And that's the beauty of this, that once you've set up your route, or route in the UK, you set up your groups, you set up your destinations, then you can forget it, because with Switchboard Live, they have a feature called Auto Start, which I've described to you. It's going live on one group, and that one group for me has got 9 destinations in it. And all I had to do to set it up, you can see that red arrow at the bottom of this image. I just clicked that button, and that made that group auto start. Now you can have one group as auto start, and I have. But the next thing is that not only can we broadcast from BeLive to Switchboard, I can broadcast from my mobile phone. And because I can broadcast from my mobile phone from Switchboard, then when I go live on my mobile phone, it goes live to all the 9 destinations at the same time. So this works. And we went to Stonehenge about a month ago, and it was a very rainy day, and I was able to use my mobile phone to go live. As you can see, checking devices, and the rain was due to come and go. Right now, I was at Stonehenge. The only equipment I had was my mobile camera, but because I've got Switchboard Live and I've given my camera the 2 pieces of information, the stream URL and the key, then I can go live from my mobile phone to Switchboard Live, and from there go live to YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook all at the same time from my mobile phone. And to me, that is totally magical. It means that I can now take my phone out and about with its gimbal. I mean, before this, I had to be at the computer, go to Switchboard Live, start broadcasting on my mobile phone, and switch on all 9 destinations, wait for them to start, and then I could go out the door and start my talk. And that obviously means that people are thinking, oh, first 5 minutes he's going to be setting up. We can't live with that. What we want is these adventures to start straight away. And that's a fair thing. But I am not tied to starting the broadcast from home. I can start the broadcast from wherever I am with a 4G or 5G signal, and I can go live via Switchboard.Live out to multiple destinations. All I need to do is press start on the software on my phone, and Nick and I talked about it on Monday. It's Astra Streaming on Android and another piece of software whose name escapes me on iOS, but both do the same. Both can broadcast to Switchboard.Live, and therefore you can go live from anywhere in the world, and you can go live to all your social media sites. And if you set it up right, you could go live to your friends' social media sites as well. So simple and straightforward to go live from BeLive, as I'm doing today, or to go live from my phone. And I'm hoping that summer arrived yesterday, and summer arrived yesterday in the UK, and it was 12 degrees, which is not too hot, and it was windy, absolutely freezing for the first day of summer. Summer solstice at Stonehenge, 2,000 people took part, but it was a cold night, I'm told. But now that summer is here and we're looking like we're going to be 18, 20 degrees this week, I'm going to go out with my mobile phone and I'm going to broadcast to Switchboard.Live, and then from Switchboard.Live it will go to my Facebook profile, 2 Facebook pages, my 2 websites, Twitch, Twitter, and it will all be done. Well, it's a phrase I've got, which is automatically, and it's just so simple and straightforward to actually set up. As I say, if you join the BeLive close focus group, then you'll find out in there you have full instructions on how to do it. And on my website, which is you go link to the website, you'll find more blogs where I explain not only Switchboard.Live, but OneStream and Caster.io and VI Loud are all featured on my website. I've been doing this website broadcasting and multi-broadcasting for the last 3 months. I've learned a great deal, and there's always new things to learn every day. But I put my teachings, my learnings into blog posts on the website. And if you want to know more, please do go and read them. If you've got questions, then you can ask in the comments now, or you can ask in the comments on the website, and I'll do my best to get back to you and answer any questions you might have about simulcasting or multicasting, depending on which you want to call it, and also broadcasting to your website. Switchboard.Live, and I'm going to make sure that they actually see this video. I'm going to come back to Switchboard.Live in a moment, but on this blog post you can see that I was able to go live from Stonehenge for 35 minutes and just broadcast out to the world. And when I got back home and I dried out because it was a wet day, then I was able to reply to all the comments. Because the thing is, when you're broadcasting on your mobile phone, you can't take all the comments unless, of course, you're actually using the BeLive app. And I'm looking forward to the BeLive mobile app coming to Android. That will be a game changer when it does. It's on iOS at the moment. If you're on iOS, then it's free. And again, if you go to my website, you'll find a blog featuring Molly and Daniel, CEO of BeLive, and you'll find a link there to download your free copy of the iOS BeLive mobile app. Now, finally, on this blog post, every Monday at 3 p.m., 10 a.m. Eastern, Nick Wood and I get together and we push the boundaries of technology, and we discussed Switchboard.Live in a show 2 weeks ago, and I put the video as part of the blog post. So you can watch the video, you can have Nick's take on Switchboard as well as my take, which is absolutely brilliant. Nick is a great guy who knows his tech. Now, as I say, when I sat down this morning thinking about where I actually go live using Switchboard, I actually go live on a Monday with Nick, as I've just said. The exception is I go live playing music with Fonz on Monday as well, but we can't broadcast on Facebook and YouTube, so there's no need for Switchboard Live. We can only broadcast on Mixcloud. I use it in the show today, so I'm using Be Live and Switchboard today. We use it when Maria and I get together with our 8 friends, and we go out by Switchboard Live to those same 9 sites. Thursday, Blabbing for Britain, episode 284 this week, been going for 5.5 years. Inspired by NVIDIA, which is sponsored by NVIDIA, and that's John and I, and you can catch those broadcasts. And finally, of course, the other broadcast, well, the main broadcast we actually use this on is Ask Angelica. Now, if you click any of those 7 pictures, you'll be taken straight. Everyone's got their own page, and you can watch past. This is my advert. You can watch past episodes of everything that we do. And I'm going to bring this up on screen. Just let me hide that for a moment. Thank you for the question, Maria. If I go full screen and I just bring this up on screen, then the link to my website will be posted. We can use Facebook, we can use Be Live, live selling, and there you are, coming up on screen now. That's the link to my website. If you go to that page, you'll be able to read the blog from today. And in addition to that, at the top of the screen, you've got a menu. Click the blogs menu, and that will take you to every blog that I've written, including about the Be Live mobile app and Caster. Well, I can't stop blogging. I can't stop blogging. So yeah, now to do that, just to do that feature there where I got the link posted, because I didn't touch it. Basically, I brought this picture up on screen, the one you can see to the right of me, and that posted the link in the comments on Facebook and on YouTube. And do make use of that when you live broadcasting. I call the feature live selling, which is fine because it's designed for marketers and it's designed for people who are actually selling things whilst they're live, and it works beautifully for that. But in addition to that, if you've got links that you want to put in the comments whilst you're live, then live selling is perfect for that. And before today's broadcast, I copied the title into live selling, I copied the description into live selling, I copied the URL into live selling, and then I get it to show in my studio in the waiting area, and then I can bring it up on screen, and every time I bring it up on screen, it will post a link. It saves time. So if you've got several things that you're going to talk about during the live broadcast, put them in was effectively a shopping list. You just need a photo, as I've got there. You need a title, got there, description, and the URL. And every time you bring those on screen, it will post the URL in the comments. So it could be a blog post, it could be a video you want somebody to watch. All you need is the URL, and that's it. So I'm using live selling today, but not for selling. I'm using live selling today to actually put the blog links in, because one of the things when you're actually live, you don't want to be distracted, and that's what I love about the live selling feature in Be Live, and also Switchboard Live, the ability to automatically go live on 9 different sites, and I just sit here in the studio. I don't need to do anything. All I need to do is put the URL information and the stream key into Be Live before I go live. Now, a note on that. You can go live from Be Live to Switchboard at any time, okay, but you can't schedule it, okay. That's the only, well, it's a boon, really. You don't need to schedule. You just need to key the information and go live when you're ready. If you want to go live in addition to your website, you want to go live to Facebook and YouTube, then just schedule those in the normal way. And as soon as you press the go live button, you'll go live on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn if you've got LinkedIn. I'm going to try again next week. You'll go live in those places. And you also go live to Switchboard Live onto your website and say hello to Bosco. Thank you, sir. I find this whole arena fascinating, which is why I spent 3 months getting involved in this. We know, I can tell you now, that you can go live to your website for $99 for life. Okay, that deal is on VI Loud. And again, if you go to the link on my website, you go to the blogs, you find a blog about VI Loud and going live to your website for a one-off payment of $99. Other sites are charging $40 upwards, but you can do that's 2 months, 2 and a bit months, and you've actually paid the cost. So $99 VI Loud, and you can go live to your website, and you do all sorts of things which are in the blog post. So let's take me off full screen. Go back to. I don't need that anymore because I've just dropped the links, so that's good. And Bosco, thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, then please do ask. And what shall I share next? I'll bring back this. This is the Switchboard Live, and you can see it's actually broadcasting out to those destinations. And I'm going to try again because this is live. Things are bound to go wrong when we're live. We all know that. I'm going to try to go to Brigetti's site again, or I'm going to try something different. Let's see if we can do this. I'm going to scroll down a bit further, and I'm going to go live in the Be Live in 5 group. Now, the thing about this technology is that I'm going live to 9 sites at the beginning, and that's because of auto start. But during a live broadcast, if I wasn't on screen, I could be a director in the background, and I could switch to any of the sites that I wanted to go live to automatically, well, semi-automatically. So I can go live on a site, I can stop going live on a site, all through Switchboard Live. I don't have to be live in a particular place for the whole length of the show. I could just do an excerpt of the show. Yeah, so I could go live in the group for 10 minutes and then close it down. You've got total flexibility on where you go live to, except when you're actually doing a demonstration. And I think I'm pushing it too far. So I'm going to try once more, and it may or may not work, which we're prepared for. I mean, this is live video. When you do it, when you totally relaxed and you do it slowly, then everything works first time. So I'm hoping that whilst I come live on screen, that will go live in the background. So if you want to know more about this, then please do check out the blog post, which the link was posted to earlier. I posted a link to the blog earlier, is what I meant to say. Also, from tomorrow, you'll find a replay of this video on that same page. Okay. Because blogs are the way to go. I've got to say this, you've got to have your own blog site. Yeah. And using software that's actually outlined in my blogs, then you can go live to your website. That's where you want people to be. Every hour you invest in your website is an hour that you're not surfing on Facebook and YouTube. And I found it's made a great deal of difference. My website has blossomed in the last 6 weeks or so, as I've been concentrating on that rather than surfing. So don't surf, sort your website out. It's a good investment because your website can have all your live videos, all your replays, all your blog posts, and your shop. So that when people are actually looking at your website, they can read your blog posts, because we all know we surf. Okay, you've seen me on screen. Unless I keep changing screen, which I've done this broadcast, then you can go off and you do other things. So if you're visiting my website, You can see me on screen because I'm broadcasting live to the website at the moment. You can also read my blog posts, and when I get it set up, you can visit my affiliate shop as well. Yeah, so the whole range of things, rather than people actually, right, for years we've been working for YouTube and Facebook by providing content. If we put that content on our website and we attract people to watch it for the reason that we're going to concentrate on those people, we're going to give our special attention to the people who visit our website, and all they have to do is leave a comment so that we know they've been there. You can actually build a network around your website. There are a whole range of things that you can do. We just got so tied in to Facebook and YouTube that we've forgotten that websites are our own turf. Anyway, okay, off the soapbox, back to reality. But you can make it reality. So I'm going to I'm going to give up for the moment. I'm trying to go live somewhere else, but hopefully I've given you an idea of what Switchboard Live can do, what it's actually good at. Now, Switchboard Live is brilliant at going live to up to 30 destinations at the same time. Now, there is an equation here. The more you pay for it, the more destinations you can go live to. If you're paying monthly, then you get a HTML5 web browser to go to your website. So you don't need to go anywhere else. You can go Switchboard Live and website same time. If you've got the AppSumo deal like me, then we're still waiting. But that's by the by. So you can go live up to 30 destinations. Some of those you can put into a group and you can go live automatically. Remember, we talked about going live. As soon as I went live here, I was live in 9 different places: YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Periscope, and my website. That's auto start, going live automatically. And the thing that Maria and I were talking about earlier is being able to go live on your friends' social media sites. So your friends' Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. And the key to this is that you ask permission. You send, on our behalf, Switchboard sends out a message to the person. And in this case, it will be Maria. Maria will get a message tomorrow. And that message will say, Stephen has requested that he go live on your social media. Which sites can he go live on? And in Maria's case, she said the YouTube. So Maria just gives permission for me to go live on the YouTube channel. And that's the only place. Now, I don't need to log into the YouTube channel at all. I don't need a username. I don't need a password. I just need permission. And the permission is given by Maria. I get Maria's reply, and automatically the only thing that's on there when I see the return message is the ability to link to YouTube, and I take that as one of my destinations, and it's done. That's it. So you're not giving away passwords on Facebook, you're not giving away passwords on YouTube, LinkedIn, or Twitch. You're just giving permission to go live. And all I can say is normally it just works, and it works very well. And we've done it before. When I've been live on Brigitti's Twitter, on Corinda's YouTube, on Nick's YouTube, all work seamlessly, except for when you broadcast in live. So hopefully I've been able to answer most of your questions about Switchboard today, if you had any, which I hope you did. So just a quick recap. I've got so many choices. If I press the wrong button, I'm going to be playing the Rolling Stones, which will take me off air. So I don't want to press the wrong button. So just give me a second to decide which button to press. I'm going to take my phone off full screen. So that's Switchboard Live, and it simply works, and it's so simple and straightforward. You've got on the left-hand side, the feed from here is going in on the left-hand side, and that's because I put the your stream URL and stream key into Be Live. When I press go live on Be Live in the normal way, nothing changes, then the feed goes out to Switchboard, and Switchboard sends it out to everything that I've listed on the right hand side. Part of it does automatically, the other part I've got control over, but because I'm in the studio talking to you, which is good, which I enjoy doing, as you know, then I can't go here and everywhere and actually do it. So I'm just glad that 9 of them go live automatically. So that's basically Switchboard Live. You don't need, if I go and take you on a tour of Switchboard Live, because I can leave that, or that's what's happened. Right, okay. I can leave that page, and down the left-hand side now, you'll see that I can set up, I'm looking closer, I can set up workflows, which is what you're looking at the moment. And underneath workflows, I can set up destinations. You can go live wherever you want. Just to give you an example. No, I'm not going to go away from this, otherwise I might lose my broadcast. Don't want to do that. So I'm not going to show you that today. I'll show you that another time because I'm actually live. Destinations, templates. One of the important things when you go live on YouTube and Facebook is to actually have a title and a description which are in relation to the broadcast you're actually doing. Now, the way that works, I've got a refresh here. I may have broken it. Okay, if I've broken it, okay, this is an exciting moment. Or I pressed the wrong button. Let's see what happens. Let's watch this and see whether it actually recovers. It should recover. Yeah. So yes, of course it recover. Whilst it's recovering, I'll come back to me. Okay. Because you're actually going live to several different destinations, you're going live to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. Each of those can have its own title to appeal to the audience on Facebook, to appeal to the audience on YouTube, to appeal to the audience on Twitter. Then you have a description, and that description is to go along with this broadcast. So that when Switchboard Live posted and went live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, it had the right title and the right description, which I'd set up beforehand. Okay, that's independent of what happens in the Be Live studio. So it does carry the information that you want it to as it travels your social media sites. And it's just well thought out, which is why I've given it 10 out of 10. And I just enjoy using it. As I say, I'm using it 6 times a week. So I'm getting my AppSumo money's worth. And it works without fail, unless I sort of do something wrong when I'm live, which might have happened today. Who knows? So if you can't see me anymore, then you can't hear me anymore. But it does show here that I'm actually live somewhere. I'd like to say, as I actually click that button, thank you to Bosco and Maria for joining me in the comments today. And to everybody who's watched me live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, and thank you. This is me. This is Stephen Healy. And if you want to know anything about Be Live, about web broadcasting, about multicasting, simulcasting, or you want a guest for your broadcast, then do get in touch and I will do my best to help. Now, to me, broadcasting is all about networking, and I'm grateful that over the last 6 years I built a network around the globe, and I broadcast with friends. This is the only time of the week when I actually broadcast alone. I broadcast with 14 other people during the week. And I've got a question from Maria, which is coming now. How and where do you set up the titles? When you're talking, I can read anything you post. It gets covered up. How and where do you set up the titles? Okay. Titles for on Switchboard or on Be Live? All the titles for Be Live I set up on the agenda and bring them on screen as I need them. all the comments are appearing on screen automatically now. I get a message at the top of the screen which says this comment has been made, and it's in my eye line. I can actually read it, and I'm given the choice whether to actually let it go ahead, in which case I do nothing, or I can skip a comment. And that's within my studio. I tend to discover during a broadcast that I'm actually an alpha tester for something. So it may not be on official release yet. So anything you see in here is being tested. But back to your question, how and where do you set up the titles? When you in Switchboard, you set up the titles in, you've got a template section, and in the template section you can set up the titles and descriptions. But notice your second party sessions, when you're talking and read anything you post, it gets covered up. I can't read anything you post, it gets covered up. Well, my screen, I did on purpose, I made it sure that the comments were underneath me. Yeah, I don't know, I'll check the replay back afterwards, Maria, but all the comments, if I'd done this, and this may be what you're referring to, if I'd done this, then that would have got covered up. That starts to cover me up. Okay, if I do this, I'm just switching themes, then it's a lot clearer. Next comment, and thank you for making the comments. I thought basically it's on Switchboard.Live. It's got the ability to actually have a title for Facebook, a title for YouTube, a title for Twitch, and you type those in. You can just cut and paste if you want, but if it's slightly, subtly different, because you've got a different audience, then they can each have different titles, but they'd have the same description. Right, okay. And on to the next comment. You said using Switchboard, you said that. Right, okay, I think we've yeah, I've covered that now. I now understand. We're good. You can have different titles. And I was waiting to get your website. The website link, I've actually posted it several times in the chat. It should be up above in the comments. Yeah, it is livevideotraining.net. And I gave I'm confused. I gave a link to the blog post, and you're welcome. Right, okay. Hello, Cindy, nice to see you. This is BeLive that I'm broadcasting from at the moment. If you go to the BeLive closed focus group, and I'll put a link to that, then I'm using something that we're beta testing at the moment, which is the ability to go live, not just to Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn, but to go live to other sites using a technology called RTMP, which is fully explained in the BeLive closed focus group. That means that we can also go live to Switchboard. Now, everything, I've got to put my hands up here. Everything I'm talking about in this broadcast is a paid service. Yeah. In addition to BeLive. So this is not part of BeLive. This is an add-on to BeLive, and we can do this. We can go live to up to 30 different destinations and to our websites because we're paying a fee. Now, in some cases, that's a one-off fee. In some cases, it's a monthly fee. It's a business expense. All of them are reasonable. We had a situation, if we go back a year, this would have cost a fortune. This is a technology that the BBC and CNN and CBS all use for their live videos. This is content delivery. And this costs them millions. We can now get it for upwards of $35 a month. The technology is available to us. And that's the great change that's taken place in the last 12 months. This technology that I'm using today has become cost effective from a business. If I'm going to, Actually, I could switch Facebook off, but I'm going to say something now. Okay. At the moment, I'm going live on my website. For anybody who's watching on my website, people can read my blogs and they can go to my shop. They're not surfing Facebook or surfing YouTube, they're surfing my website. But I'm going to give you a why this works. My website traffic has gone up tremendously since I started using live and recorded video, especially live video on the website. Traffic's gone up. People have visited my blogs, visited my pages, and as soon as I get my affiliate page done, then they'll visit that too. Okay. But I'm doing it because I'm actually live on the website, and the recording's live on the recording goes on the website as well. But here's the thing. If you spend $35 doing this, what is the alternative to doing it? The alternative is to take out a Facebook ad or a YouTube ad, let's be fair. And if you say to Facebook, if I pay you $35, will you advertise this post? And Facebook will say, yes, of course I will. And they will show that post to thousands of people. And you're responsible for defining the target market. It's not Facebook's decision. You decide which city, which age group, and all the filters that are available. And you can spend your $35. And the people have been surfing Facebook. They've not been anywhere near your website. Yeah. For the same $35, you can go live on your website every single day of the month. Now, to me, I would rather go live on my website than pay $35 to Facebook or YouTube. And that's just me. There's more than one way to do this. But if I've got the time to go live and I invest it in going live on my website, I would suggest that that is more powerful in the long term than spending money on Facebook, because Facebook and YouTube, if you give them money, will allow more people to see your content, but only for one post. You're paying per post, you're paying per video. It's a repeat fee. If I go to Facebook tomorrow with this recording, say, right, okay, show it to more people, here's $10, Facebook will say, yeah, they'll show it to 1,000 people. And I can't, if I put a link in, the reach goes down. Anyway, I'm just saying $35 a month compared to advertising is a steal. And this is different for BeLive. This is a paid add-on to BeLive, but I am using BeLive. I can't see it. Are you in a group, Maria? If you're in the group, I can't post into the right. Okay, that explains it. Facebook protect us, and I cannot post live into the group. You will see the comments if you go to the page, but I will send you a link afterwards to the blog post. I can't do it from within the studio because I can't post from within the studio to Facebook groups. I can post to a business page, I can post to my personal profile, I think, but I can't post to a group, and that's because we're restricted from doing so because of privacy issues set by Facebook to protect us all, which is fair. So I will send you that link. Sorry for the confusion. I didn't realize, because as I say, I'm live on 4 Facebook pages. I'm live in a Facebook group direct from here. Right. That is an excellent question, Cindy. Okay. Basically, as with other things, you've actually got to grow your audience. And what I did was quite simple and straightforward, and it worked. I wrote a blog post for 30 days consecutively. Yeah. Each blog post was on a different topic. Okay. But related topics. So I did a whole series on broadcasting to your website. I did a whole series on the software you can use. I did a whole series on how you can actually use it. I blogged continuously for each of 30 days. Yeah. I got the SEO right on the blogs so that Google search picked them up. Okay. More often than not, the blogs had videos in them. The blogs are on YouTube. Sorry, the videos are on YouTube. So I was able to link the videos on YouTube to the blogs and the blogs to YouTube. That meant that I was getting picked up by Google search in terms not just of the website, but for the YouTube channel as well. I've been running my website now, and then, so that's the first thing, blogging for 30 days. And the second thing is I posted those blogs I tweeted out on Twitter. So I've got a following on Twitter. I sent tweets out twice a day. Didn't annoy anybody because I was only doing it twice a day. And I sent the tweets out. I also basically posted it on Facebook as well. There's no reason why you can't post your blog posts on Facebook. And you can post them on your personal timeline. You can post them on your business pages. You can post them in groups. And providing that you're not spamming anybody, you can get a fair bit of mileage by promoting on Twitter, promoting on Facebook, not spending anything, bringing people to your website. And what you're actually doing, you do the blog post, and in the blog post you say, I am live on these days. Let's just go back to what I was sharing a moment ago. Hopefully I can. Okay, so if I bring this up on screen and take myself off solo, yeah, I got it. And I'm going to hide that. And I'm going to go picture in picture. So this is the type of blog post I was doing. I'm just going to remove your comment for a minute, Cindy. This is the type of blog post I've been doing. And as you can see, at the beginning, it's got a video. And if I'm not live, welcome to the Switchboard. It's got a video at the top. It's got more videos from YouTube further down. But at the bottom, I've put links to all my live shows. So anybody reading that blog post will see links to my live shows. So in other words, on each blog post, come back to me, on each blog post, promote your live shows and say hello to Corinda. Corinda, nice to see you. Right, okay. And right, and nice website. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Right, so it's all about, the key to this is on being on the edge of being over. Well, no, just be out there, be consistent. And my trick and tip is just write a blog post for 30 days, promote it everywhere. And within the blog post, put a link to your live broadcast. Get people used to coming to your website. If you blog for 30 days consistently, first thing that happens is you get a reputation for what you've been blogging about. And that reputation is on Facebook and Twitter and on YouTube. The second thing that happens is that people actually, when people visit a website, okay, anybody watching this video is likely to go and watch one of my other videos straight away. But when people visit your website, you'll find that not only do they read one blog post, they will visit and possibly read 7 or 8 other blog posts. They will stay on your website. They'll get to know you. Yeah. So what I'll do is, if you want to make a note to join me next Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern, I will talk all about promotion. And I might bring a couple of friends in as well. And we'll see if we can put together an action plan to actually take your website from being a good website to being out there. So next week is about the web. It's been my pleasure to chat with everybody today. You know, I really enjoy this. I enjoy your company. Thank you for joining me. If you've got any questions, then please do ask. This has been Stephen in hopefully glorious Wiltshire in England. I'll be back at the same time next Tuesday, 12 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. in the UK. And I look forward to talking to you then. And Corinda, you see, Corinda thought I just started broadcasting. In actual fact, I've just finished broadcasting. I hope you can watch the replay, Corinda. So take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you've been watching on YouTube, thank you. If you're watching on Twitter, thank you. If you're watching on Twitch, thank you. If you're watching on the website, thank you very much. Take care, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.